So when we're talking to somebody, let's make the scenario, this is a person that called in on a property. Many real estate agents just go and set the appointment. Well, see, we don't want to make it about the house. We want to make it about our ability to help them. We want to make it about our relationship that we build with them. We want to have value that separates us from other individuals, other real estate agents. So we're going to talk about the questions that you ask when you're on the phone. See, the idea is we want to build rapport with the consumer. The idea is that we want to gather information. We want to have some value that separates us from other people, other real estate agents. So what we do is we use a series of questions called LP MMAA, and when we do have this conversation with, we don't want to interrogate. So we want to ask in a really conversational wise, but we want to spend some time on the phone with them. And I'll give you some examples here. So it looks like you're calling in on 123 Main Street. Is that the house that you'd like to see? Great. What time is a good time for you to see that property? 5 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, I will go ahead and set this up. Check mark. We've set the appointment. The next one, so that right there is in Alger Heights. Is that the area you're looking for? Now we're talking about location. What's got you coming into Alger Heights? Where do you happen to live now? Is there any other areas that we should be looking at? By the way, use some embedded commands like "we" in this conversation. It's subliminal, but they start to realize you as their agent. Is there any other areas that we should be looking at? You should ask 3 or 4 questions on all these. And use, by the way, good question practice. That means if you say, no, just Alger Heights, great. So we're just going to look at Alger Heights. We repeat back what the individual says to create that conversation. So we have location, and the property that you're calling in on today is priced at $450. Is that the price range that you're looking at, $450? Is that a comfortable price for you? Great. How did you come up with that? And what price would you be willing to go to or want to go to if you had the absolutely perfect house? When we're looking at houses, what should that range be at? And by the way, did you come up with that price because you're paying cash or are you getting a mortgage? Transition into mortgage. So let me ask you, have you talked to a great mortgage person? Do they just have you at this point with a pre-qual, or do you actually have a full approval in your pocket? How did you end up picking that mortgage company? Would you be open to a second opinion? So since you're calling in on the property off of a sign, since you're calling in off of Zillow, I assume you're not working with a professional real estate agent like myself. See how I embedded the word professional right there? I assume you're not working with a professional real estate agent like myself. That's an agent. So we got location, price. We want to get into more motivation. So let me ask you, what in the perfect scenario, when would you like to move into a house by? Oh, you'd like to move in a house by the end of September. Why September? Oh, that's when your lease comes up. Or because you have a house to put on market and that's when you think it's a great time to put your house on the market. Great. We're finding motivation, right? And the next one we're going to go into is agency. So at some point you're going to have to hire a real estate agent, make a selection of which agent's going to represent you. Let me ask you, what are you looking for in a real estate agent? What a powerful question. Because if we ask them what they're looking for, they're going to tell us what we're looking for. And then all we have to do is become that. See, that conversation with questions should last at least 3-4 minutes and maybe up to maybe as 10 minutes. So because what we're doing is we're making it not about the house. We're making it about our relationship. We're adding value. So write this down if you would. Location, price, motivation, mortgage, appointment, and agency. That is LP MMAA. So that conversation, the longer the conversation without getting monotonous, is the more rapport that you build with the person. So think about this. Hey, you want to see 123 Main Street? Great, I'll see you at 5 o'clock. There's no rapport built. The likelihood of them driving by the house, not liking the house, and not even giving you a call is much greater than if you've built great rapport with them over the phone. Now it has a personal relationship, so even if they drive by the house, they're probably going to call you. Drive by the house and they don't like it, they're going to call you and say, hey, this is not the property for me, but maybe we can see some other ones. So LP Mama.